Chapter 4. Experimentation. Arya nudged Ethan's shoulder playfully, a mischievous glint in her eyes. Ethan, what are you doing? You can't just touch a lady like that. It's very impolite, she teased, her voice light with amusement. Ethan blinked, caught off guard by her reaction. Oh, his mouth fell open in bewilderment, struggling to process her unexpected response. Arya chuckled softly, seeing his flustered state. Relax, I'm just teasing you, she said, her smile warm and reassuring. Ethan quickly withdrew his hand, feeling a rush of embarrassment. Sorry, I didn't mean to, he stammered, cheeks flushed. He wasn't sure if the women here were so conservative or if it was just a matter of formality. Aunt Greta, the innkeeper, who had been watching their exchange with a bemused expression, interrupted before he could dig himself deeper. Well, looks like we have a lively one here, she remarked with a chuckle, her voice filled with affectionate amusement. Arya dear, we do have a room available, but it's quite small. Can your friend manage in there, or should I suggest another inn? Ethan breathed a sigh of relief at the prospect of a room. I'll manage, Aunt Greta. Please, I'm really tired, he replied eagerly, eager to rest after their long journey. Arya nodded in agreement. He's had a long day. I'm sure he'll be fine, she reassured Aunt Greta, casting Ethan a sympathetic glance. As Aunt Greta retrieved the room key from a nearby drawer, she offered him a playful warning. All right then, young man, just remember, don't complain later that I didn't warn you about the cramped quarters. I won't, Aunt Greta. Thank you, Ethan said gratefully, accepting the key with a tired smile. All right, Ethan, I'll come by tomorrow to pick you up. Goodbye. Oh, thanks, Arya, for your help. I am really grateful. Arya just shrugged before leaving. After bidding Aunt Greta goodbye and ascending the creaky staircase to his room, Ethan couldn't help but reflect on the day's events. The city of Arcadia was bustling with life and mystery, and Arya had been a comforting guide throughout. Despite his initial awkwardness, he was grateful for her companionship and insight into this new world. Collapsing onto the small, neatly made bed in his room, Ethan closed his eyes and let out a long sigh of relief. The day had been filled with surprises and challenges, but he was determined to make the most of his second chance in Arrakis. Tomorrow, he would register as a hunter with Arya's help and begin his journey through this wonderful world filled with mystical possibilities. He was truly grateful for Arya's help. If she hadn't been around, he would have been lost in that forest, prey to the ferocious beasts there. Status, he commanded in his mind, to see if anything had changed in his stats. Name, Angus DeGaro Ethan Smith. Occupation, none. Race, human. Level, 0. Class, none. Age, 18. Strength, 9. Agility, 7. Defense, 8. Mana, 100. Unique skills. Basic, Appraisal. Mythic, Skill Absorption. Ultimate, Universal Synthesis. Just as he guessed, nothing had changed. He hadn't done anything. After all, he checked the detailed information of his skills. Appraisal, a basic skill that provides basic information on the target. It's still a very useful ability, especially for navigating unfamiliar places. Skill Absorption allows the user to absorb others' skills after weakening them. Note, skills cannot be absorbed from beings that are 5 levels or more higher than yourself. However, this limit can be extended as proficiency increases, and various unknown factors may influence this restriction. It was a good skill for gaining more skills quickly, but was limited by level restrictions. But it had the potential to grow up at least. Universal Synthesis. This unique ultimate skill allows the user to merge 2 or more types of matter, energies, or any form of data, including their quintessential forms, to create an evolved version with unique characteristics and effects. The result is often a new entity or force that exhibits enhanced capabilities, unparalleled power, and diverse applications, making the wielder of this skill a master of transformation and creation. Note, it costs a lot of mana. The higher the task, the more mana it requires to cast the skill. It was a hidden gem among the skills he had seen. Although it fell into the category of unique skills, it was much more powerful than that. The phrase, unique ultimate, really fit it well. That means only he possessed this powerful skill. Ah, I really want to try it on something, to see if it works as it says. But the room was completely empty, aside from the bed and a dining table. Oh, there were a few spoons on the table. He could use this ability on them. Appraisal. Silver spoon x2. Metal grade, E. Durability, 12. He casually picked up 2 silver spoons and checked their status too. Note the changes after the synthesis. Synthesis, he commanded calmly, raising his palm over the spoons to activate the skill. In an instant, his palm began to glow with a white light and envelop the spoons. Ding. Your synthesis was successful. That's it. The process was already complete before he could even blink. For a second, however, the synthesized spoon looked a little bigger and sturdier. He quickly checked the stats using appraisal. Appraisal. Silver spoon, sentient. Metal grade, D. Durability, 30. Whoa, he exclaimed in wonder. Its metal grade had risen to D, and its durability had increased significantly. However, most importantly, it had become a sentient object. This meant it was now aware of its existence in the world, though not capable of communication, just like trees. Knock, knock. Just as he was about to fall asleep, a sudden knock jolted him back from his reverie. Who is it? He asked, alerted. Mr. Ethan, I have brought your dinner. Oh, okay, coming. A little girl, around 7 or 8 years old, stood outside carrying a tray of food. The little girl entered the room with the tray in hand, just like a young adult. What's your name, little girl? The little girl blinked. Oh, my name is Emily, Mr. Ethan. Do you need something else? Ah, no, I was just asking casually. You can call me Ethan, by the way. Emily simply nodded and quickly left the room. Did she get scared or something? He chuckled, amused. Afterward, he finished his dinner and fell into a deep slumber like a sloth.